Hey guys, what's up? It's Wolf Airsoft Gaming, and today I have a quick unboxing of the Tokyo Marui Next Gen Recoil Shock HK417. So to start off, I'd like to say that I am based in the US, and this was ordered from Ichigoya, USA. I got this they actually had a 5% discount, so I ordered this in 6 mags, and the total was $850 shipped to the United States. This gun in 5 extra magazines, and it is high quality for the customers. So with that, let's get into the box. Really cool box art. Maybe this is like in storefronts in Japan. This would sure as hell pull me in, but anyway, let's get into it. So the first thing you'll notice is this is not my first time unboxing this. If you're looking for one of those videos, this isn't it. I can actually give you some feedback on this. So this is the 417. This is the base for my project build that I will put a link in the description to. I'm going to be doing right after this. I've got another unboxing video, and right before this I did the SSG-24, but for the extensive work that will be done to this rifle. So far I've spent over $1,800, admittedly, that I will never recoup for this project. So anyway, thing ain't cheap. I will just give you a quick rundown before we get into the details and specifications of the HK417. It's not cheap, it's heavy. It doesn't perform that well. It feels really good, and it's kind of loud. And there's just a certain way that when you hold it, it makes you feel happy. And also the upper and lower receivers have some space, so they wobble. So this is not solid, and that kind of really pisses me off. Stock, in case you don't know, is proprietary. It's a 7.62 buffer tube. Also, if you didn't know, all stocks on the Maruis are proprietary, with an exception of the Scars series, but that doesn't have a buffer tube. Because of the contacts that are inside the stock, as well as that, you can wire it through. That's for another video. So yeah, let's take this out, and then let's go from the front to, let's try that again one more time, the back to the front, and kind of go over some details about this rifle. Okay, so we'll start off with the stock here. The stock, just like the SOP-Mod series and HK416, Delta, Normal, DevGru, all of them, all take the proprietary Marui 8.4 quick change battery system. So we work around to that is to solder wires to the bars that are inside the stock to Deans. Don't use Tamiya. But anyway, stock access is through the butt pad here, which is still a little tricky. I've wired it myself to Deans, and I've been using an adapter, but yeah. So you have these two spaces here. The buffer tube is solid. That's where the recoil mechanism is. So you only have this side and that side. So stick batteries will work, much like the stock SOP-Mod batteries, but they're going to be a little tricky. My recommendation would be the new, it's not lithium ion, it might be lithium ion. Anyways, it's an 11.1 volt. Don't use 11.1 if it's stock. This is going to be fully upgraded, so I guess in that case, you can, if it's stock, you can use these baby batteries, 7.4 volt, 1200 milliamp, 20C, 15C, whatever. If it's upgraded, you can get a 11.1 volt. It's only like 7C, but it's 2600 milliamps, and it's just like the SOP-Mod battery, except one's only half. And I think it comes out to something like 36 amps, so the discharge doesn't really matter. It makes up for that in capacity. Titan is the one that makes those batteries, so check that out if you're interested in an 11.1 for this if you're upgrading it. If not, any 7.4 will do. Moving on up, this is very solid stock. The mechanism locks into place very nicely. There's almost little to no wobble. It's very solid. It's a pretty big stock, so you have to get used to that. The HK Battle Grip is actually much smaller in thickness than the VFC G28 and HK417s, which is nice. It feels a lot nicer. The fire selector is very snappy. It's very crisp. The overall finish to the upper and lower receivers is also exceptional. I mean, very, very solid, and it doesn't scratch easy. So of course you have your serial number there. I'm not sure if those are unique, so don't quote me on that. Copied up on the upper receiver as well, which is handy. The HK symbol there, more trademarks, and the actual caliber 7.62 by 51 millimeters. You have the bolt stop mechanism here. This is where you are going to be slapping the side to make the gun work, and it's a really cool feature. The charging handle also features the M27 style extended, I don't know what you want to call that. Anyways, it's extended and from the G27 style. I don't know if the actual HK417 early editions had this, but they've replicated it here. So turning the gun over to the other side, we see our trademark Tokyo Marui right there. And we also see the lovely H&K mock bolt that has, what would you call that? 5/8 travel to the rear. And you can access your hop-up unit. This has the best model hop-up unit in the Tokyo Marui NGRS series, right next to the Scar H. They share the same hop-up unit, at least in design. I don't know if it's a 100% fit. It most likely is, but so the Scar H and possibly the Scar L and the 417 all share that style hop-up chamber. So I want to say that's probably it with this, minus the receiver flex I talked about before. So there's a little rattle between. It's not 100% solid. So there's that. It also comes with HK iron sights that have been removed. And the top rail is monolithic. Well, technically it looks monolithic, but it is also numbered so that you can remember where you put your accessories and whatnot. So I'll go ahead and test fire the gun. So, pretty cool stuff. It feels extremely nice. It's very snappy. So, again, it's a Tokyo Marui NGRS. What do you expect? So, moving on to the rail system that I really like and really dislike. So, the good and bad. The good is this rail is really cool. I mean, it really gives the HK417 the DMR look. I believe this is the 16-inch extended rail. It's similar to the G28's rail, minus that not being flat and a few other details that I'm not going to get into. It's very nice. The downside, why I don't like it, it's extremely heavy. A lot of users, like myself, you'll see that in a future video, replace this rail with the direct fit of the VFC short rail that comes on their stock 417s. Both of them fit. This one is really nice. It's just really heavy and it's really long. Even if you're going for the DMR look, you might want to trade it just to save weight. The outer barrel does detach at the this point here, which is the gas block. The inner barrel only goes up to there as well, so this whole extension is able to come off if you want to put on that shorter rail. And again, that'll be in another video. And even for the US buyers, it does come with the HK417 birdcage flash hider in black, which is a very nice touch. And overall, the externals are great. The internals are not so great. They're kind of weak. FPS consistency was like plus and minus 8 to 10, so not very good compression. Kind of accurate. It was accurate indoors when I used it. I used this for a CQB weapon, go figure. Which is really only the thing that any NGRS stock is going to be good at, unless your outdoor field has ranges from 150 feet and down. I'd say this can reach out with 0.25 gram BBs to about 130 feet, realistically. When I'm done with it, it'll be touching out to 225 to 250. But as a stock Marui shooting 280 FPS, you know, what do you really expect from that? Great design though, which is why these are great guns to modify if you have a lot of money, because they are tremendously expensive and upgrades are even more expensive. So, yeah, that covers this quick review of the Tokyo Marui NGRS HK417. If you want to see this gun get fully upgraded and a complete internal and external overhaul, go ahead and click the, I might put up something on the screen here, if not, it's in the description, of the build guide. This is going to come out first, so give me a couple days to put out the first video. If you're watching this when it's released, if not, enjoy the series. It's going to be beautiful. And this guy will get a total transformation into the world of Prometheus and BTC. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.